never in my wildest dreams could I have imagined getting an invite from the North Face to go on a snowboard trip. But it turned out there was one catch.
Sorry, we're winter camping. And did I mention we're in Canada? It's gonna be crazy.
But before we get to camping, let's back it up a little. What makes this trip extra special is that we would be riding at one of the most renowned snowboard destinations in the world called Baldface Valhalla. We'd be getting as many laps as we could by cat access and directed by some of the best guides in the world. Before we arrived, the area had had a dry spell with some wind, which is a combo for less than ideal conditions. But our guides brought us to the best possible zones to start the trip off right.
Drop it! Oh yeah!
At the end of each run, we'd meet up with the cat, load up, and share the stoke from our runs down.
Nice lines, nice lines.
Riding this way, we were able to get so many laps, I lost count. Trips to Baldface are booked out years in advance, so to be able to lap this terrain non-stop was an absolute dream. We were nice and cozy in the cats, packed in with a full squad of 16, and we kept getting it all day. Top of our final run for the day, we caught our first sights of base camp. After a long, fun-filled day of shredding, we rode it on home.
That was a good one.
It was a great start for day one, and the excitement was rising as we all wondered how cold it would get that night. But we were welcomed to base camp with some nice hot tomato soup, the perfect refuel before a little pow surf session.
Run! Yeah! Partner! Oh, fuck! Whoa!
After the session, dinner was served at base camp.
Nothing like some chicken and rice on a Canadian night.
Huddled together on the snowbanks, we enjoyed supper around the fire, staying nice and cozy in our Himalayan suits, and taking in a nice, crisp British Columbian night. I'm not gonna lie, the Himalayan suit was one of the best things I've ever worn. They're a fold-down one piece, which allows you to hang out comfortably outside in the coldest nights. Suited up all together, we looked like a little army of red and yellow puffy people. We kept the party going as long as we could, and then we crashed out to prepare for another full day of shredding.
Okay, so let's check out what we're working with here. We got the Master Suite, minus 40 bag to stay warm through the night, and our little seating pad. And be all cozy.
Everybody was telling me to put my boot liners in my bag to stay warm, but you know, we're just gonna throw them on the feet. Keep the toes a little extra toasty. We'll see how that works out. I'm feeling pretty warm, not really noticing the cold, but we'll see how the night goes.
Now that you're in my tent, I just wanted to say it would mean the world if you subscribe to my channel. It's the best way to support what I do, and it helps me to keep making videos like this. So, thank you.
After a great sleep through the night, we woke to a beautiful sunrise above base camp. the orange light blasting on the terrain we'd be riding for our final day. The Hemi suit ended up being too warm for me, so I ended up just wearing my base layers in my -40 sleeping bag. We had some breakfast in the morning, packed up camp, and then we mounted the cats to ride for the rest of the day. Straight up the trip of a lifetime. I got to ride in one of the coolest places, meet the raddest people, and get to winter camp in Canada. Part of the reason for this trip was to test and ride a bunch of gear from the North Face, and it was all super rad. From the Summit Series outerwear line I was riding in, to the tents, to the -40 bag, all the way down to the Himalayan suit, they stood up for the job of camping in the winter. Thanks so much to everyone from the North Face, Bizzle, and Baldface for getting us dialed riding and camping. It was a trip that made my season. If you enjoyed this adventure, you'll love this one where we hiked 7 hours to ride one of the sickest backcountry couloir snowboard runs of my life. Thanks for watching, and until next time, we'll see you somewhere on the mountain. Peace!